welcome everyone to tonight's LCTV telecast of Littleton Tigers football. We're here on Alumni Field. I'm Ryan Vallon alongside Mike Fontanella. Mike, it is Littleton Tiger playoff football. This is something special. No more Super Bowls, no more hectic schedules. What's that all about?
Right, Ryan. It's a new format. So after 7 regular season games, the Tigers have qualified for the playoffs along with 7 other teams in Central Mass Division 6. Tonight's the first round of the playoffs. If they win, they'll host again next week versus the winner of the 4-5 game, which is St. Bernard's versus Monty Tech, also being played tonight. And then, because they got the first place seed, they have home field advantage as long as they keep winning.
Right. Now, Littleton plays tonight the Bay Path Minutemen, who are in the Tech League, and they will be playing the Tigers here. And Bay Path has a 4-3 record. Littleton is undefeated. Now, remember last year, Littleton got beat by Bay Path 14-12 at Lunenburg, and Bay Path went on to the Super Bowl, but they lost to West Boylston. What do you think is on the minds of the players tonight for Littleton?
Yeah, I think, while it was an unfortunate loss last year, I think that it was a very similar circumstance in the sense that the Tigers were favored last year. There's no question about it. They played pretty well. They got off to a fast start, and then they just kind of bogged down, and it was a playoff game, and it got a little tight, and it got a little close, and they let the game shorten up a little bit, let Bay Path hang around for a little too long, and then Bay Path squeaked one out. So given that they went through that experience, I think that's a good situation for them. They'll remember that. I think they'll play a lot differently tonight, and they'll be able to take care of business. They're a clear favorite again tonight. I mean, Bay Path is the 8 seed, Littleton's the 1. Bay Path is only 4-3. They're scoring about 23 points a game and giving up 20. But the big thing for Bay Path is they're 0 on the road. They haven't won on the road yet this season, and they're here in Littleton tonight, so big home field advantage for the Tigers.
Well, some things to note about Littleton. Adam DeCoste, who missed most of practice, and I believe he hasn't been at any practices since he got out of the hospital. He will be out tonight. Brendan Williams, who got a knee injury a few games ago, it was at St. Bernard's. He will be out tonight. I believe a couple more players. I think
Josh Whitcomb.
Josh Whitcomb will be out tonight. How does this affect Littleton's playing ability?
Yeah, Adam DeCoste is a good defensive back. He's a backup, but he gives them depth. So they're going to lose a little bit of depth at linebacker core. The real problem is that the other two guys are defensive linemen. We're already thin at defensive line, so having those two out is definitely going to affect us. The 3 guys that are playing are really going to have to carry the weight. Josh Whitcomb is off crutches and almost ready to play. He'll be back next week, I think. So they're going to have to dodge a bullet tonight, and then they should at least get Josh back for next week and get a little bit more depth on the defensive line.
Now, you mentioned next week. If the Tigers win tonight, they will have a game next week, if I'm correct. Now, they obviously want to have a game next week, and their ultimate goal is to get to Gillette in December to play for the state final.
That's right. So they have to win. Basically, they have to win 4 games to get to Gillette. They have to win tonight, 2 more games in Central Mass District 6. If they win that 3rd game, they'll be the Central Mass champions. They would then play the Western Mass champions right before Thanksgiving, and then the Saturday, like 8 days after Thanksgiving, they'd be down in Gillette for the state championship game. Every state championship game will be played at Gillette this year.
Well, speaking of Gillette, I know that I was excited, and I'm sure the whole school was excited to see the Red Sox win their 3rd World Series championship in 6 years, but that's a different sport. But I'm sure the whole school would be ecstatic to see the Tigers, their Littleton Tigers, go to Gillette and possibly win it all. But it all starts here.
It all starts tonight, Ryan. It's definitely feasible. It could happen, but it starts tonight, and they got to take the first step of many.
Well, thank you very much, Mike. And we will be right back with Littleton Tiger playoff football coming your way next on LCTV. Do you want to know what's going on in Littleton Community Television? Here's what LCTV used to look like. Now, we shoot in high definition. Wow, look at that color. Remember the days we used to use videotapes? Well, we're all digital now. Instead of doing this, you can do this. Our HD cameras are all robotic. Our editing suites have a 27-inch fully loaded iMac with the latest editing software, Final Cut Pro 10. The coolest features are new green screen set. You can go from the newsroom to the sports desk with virtual sets that you create. If you want to get involved with LCTV, call the station at 978-540-24TV. That's 978-540-2488. LCTV rules. Told you it was cool. That was an excellent click. He got all of that and brought it to the end zone. Great play, and now Baypath will start from the 20.
Right. And, typically I think we've seen, starting yardages of more like 30, 35, 40-yard line. So that is definitely advantageous to the Tiger defense. The starting field position not as good as Baypath would normally hope for. So 1st and 10, no time off the clock, 11 minutes to go here in the first quarter. And the Tiger defense on the field for the first play from scrimmage. Baypath throws an inside handoff on first down, wrapped up by Andy McGregor, the senior tackle, after a short gain. About 2-3 yards, out to about the 23-yard line, so 2nd and 7 for Baypath. Then we're with a double tight end formation, Ryan, and a power running game.
On the play, bring up a 2nd down and 8 for Baypath.
Paul, I was talking to you last game against Lunenburg, and we were discussing amongst ourselves that that the players are making stops at the line of scrimmage, but they were given 3 or 4 more yards to them, which doesn't really seem a whole lot. But when you keep on adding that up, it can add to a touchdown.
Right. Like I used to tell the little kids when I coach them, what's 4 times 3, and they'd be looking at me and go, "First down, boys." Oh, run up the middle there, a couple hits early, but he's going to grind out the first down. Just what you talked about, Ryan. Some hits there, right at or near the line of scrimmage, but they couldn't wrap them up, and they let him pick up that extra yardage after contact, and that's good for first down to about the 32-yard line.
Well, Mike, all year we were talking about how the Tiger defense hasn't been doing well with stopping the running game up the middle, and they did a pretty good job, but then again, they did give up the extra yardage, and thus a first down.
Right. Yeah, we've talked about that in other telecasts. The corners they're very good at, and pass defense downfield they're very good at. It's just the defense between the tackles. Teams have had at least success in terms of generating first downs, not necessarily generating scores. But that's just a student body up the middle, direct snap, shotgun snap to the tailback, and 3 running backs in front of him blocking. And that's good for about 4 yards. Ball. No, actually, going to take less than that. They're going to mark the spot back in there at the 36-yard line. So about 4 yards, 3 yards. 2nd and 7 for Baypath.
Now, we've been talking about how Baypath beat Littleton last year, 14-12. Just a slight victory. And Baypath went on to lose to West Boylston. And you were saying, that, the Tigers need to win. The Tigers definitely want to win tonight.
Yeah, they definitely felt that loss. They knew that they probably, if they played Baypath last year, 100 times, they probably win 85 of them. Just that was one of the 15% of the games that they were going to lose. They got off to a good start, scored the opening touchdown, but kind of stalled out offensively after that and just really couldn't get it going. So 3rd and 4 now. Let's see if Baypath decides to go for it. Ball's on the 39-yard line. So if they don't get it here, they're going to give up some really good field position. But they may feel like they want to try and keep a drive alive. He's going to be short, stacked up by McGregor. And Pete Murphy there, so that'll bring up 4th down. We'll see what Baypath decides to do now, Ryan.
Well,
4th and about 4.
Yeah, 4th and about 4. This is where we've been talking about. At the beginning of the season, you mentioned me about online articles about how punting is overrated. It looks like they might be going for it.
Yeah, they talk about it being overrated, like once you get over the 50-yard line into the other team's territory. This is quite a gamble here by Baypath that they are calling a play in the huddle. At least it appears to be. So here we go, run up the line of scrimmage. 4th, and he's going to bounce it to the outside. He gets hit. Ooh, it's going to be close. I think he got it. Extra effort there. That's quite an offense, Ryan. They come racing out of the huddle, and they get the snap off quick, and they're trying to catch the Tiger defense. Tiger defense trying to make shifts based on the alignment of the offense, and Baypath looks like they're trying to get the snap off before they can make that shift and try to get a position where they can get upfield.
Yeah, you're totally right, Mike. And for the Tigers defense, this is a different offense they've seen all year. This is a different offense that the Tigers defense has seen all year. They've seen slow offense, and so now the Minutemen are just jumping the gun.
Yeah. Here we go, 1st and 10.
Sherman from the
After a big
quarterback.
first down on a 4th down carry. Oh, bounces to the outside. Oh, makes a cut there. Looked like he was going to run it off, but Connor Bassett, Travis Bassett in there to contain him from a big play, but it's still a good 7-yard gain. So they're pounding that left side, their left side, our right side, the Tiger right side of the defensive line is giving up a few yards here. Ball over midfield. It is 2nd and about 3 with the ball on the Littleton Tiger 48-yard line with just over 4 minutes gone on this opening drive by Baypath. Drive to start on the 20-yard line, so they picked up 32 yards of offense already. Full back up the middle. He's going to grind out a first down behind the pile there. Taking the ball down to about the Tiger 45-yard line. So they're going to mark it right on the strike.
Well, I mean, during the Lunenburg game, like I was mentioning, that the Tigers were giving up first downs. You know, especially on 4th down, how, you know, they would wrap up at around the line of scrimmage, but it just seemed like they didn't have the strength to push the opponents back.
It definitely, you know, the other thing it requires is it can't be just one guy trying to finish the play. It's got to be a 2nd and 3rd guy in there checking that momentum after that first hit. Run up the middle, stacked up by Natty Jackson and Brad Magnuson. Ryan Clark in on the hit.
Two big, very big guys for Littleton who made that stop.
Looks like for Littleton, number 50, Chris Bales, senior lineman, kind of hobbling off the field there. Bales plays line both ways, offense and defense. He's been a stalwart on the offensive line all year, so came off under his own power. Let's see if they can get him looked at the bench and get him back in the ball game. So after about a 4-yard gain, that's going to bring up 2nd and 6.
I think 50's Mike Ray.
Oh, that's right. That is. You're right. That's Mike Ray. Correct. Sophomore lineman, also playing both ways. Sweep here by Baypath. Oh, he bounces to the outside, cuts it back inside. Connor Bassett on the hit. But that's going to be good for another Baypath first down. So Baypath cracked close to 6 minutes off the clock here, about 5.5 minutes off the clock. Picking up yet another first down. Ball down to the Tiger 32-yard line. And it's been all running plays, Ryan. Just nothing fancy. Just trying to run 3-4 guys at the line at the point of attack and see what they can get.
Well, yeah, Baypath wants to definitely want to run against this Littleton Tiger defense. Maybe they've done their homework and seen that in the past that the Tigers defense doesn't do well with running games. They can do well. They do well on passing games, but not on running games.
Andy McGregor with a hit there, and that's what we're talking about there, Ryan. Extra guys in there to finish off the play. So minimizing the yards after that first point of contact. So that's only about a 3-yard gain. Call it a 2-yard gain. Ball right down to the 30-yard line. 2nd and 8. Under 5 minutes to go here in the opening quarter. Opening drive by Baypath. They've driven the ball from their own 20-yard line down to the Tiger 30-yard line. So it's a good 50 yards of offense.
And there's 4 minutes and 25 seconds left in the quarter. So they're almost doing what Murdoch did.
Yeah.
Coming in, or excuse me, Maynard, rather.
Right.
Maynard came in and pretty much...
Oh, stacked up Andy McGregor with a big hit there at the line of scrimmage. Chris Renacio coming in there, the 2nd man in to clean that up too. So no gain on that play. That'll bring up a 3rd and we'll call it just a yard gain, maybe a half-a-yard gain. 3rd and a long 7. Ball just over the 30-yard line. Definitely 4-down territory line. It'll take 2 stops by the Tigers to get the ball back here.
Well, yes, key players make key stops at key times. And Andy McGregor just lit him up. An excellent stop.
All right, here we go. Shotgun snap, overloaded to the left side. He's going to run right behind his blockers. He's getting stacked up after a short gain. Ball short of the 25-yard line to about the 26.
Justin Sherman.
Let's see where they spot that.
Host the Tigers.
Yeah, ball on the 26-yard line. Ball, they need to get down to about the 23-yard line, Ryan. So we're going to call it 4th and about 4 here. So they've already picked up 1 first down on this drive. This will be their 2nd try here.
Well, this is a very big stop for Littleton right here. They do not want to get. They do not want to have the Minutemen being in touchdown range, especially in the red zone.
Power left again. That's where they've been pounding that left side. Oh, they're going to call a timeout here.
And sure,
Actually, no, I think they were trying to do that. They were trying to go with a hard count and bait the Tigers into coming off sides, but the Tigers were very disciplined there and didn't take the bait. So Bay Path will go to the sideline and see what they can figure out. Like I said, they picked up 1 4th down conversion already on this drive, and now they're trying to get their second one. Tigers trying to get that stop they need to, you know, they've already let 8 minutes off the clock, 8 minutes and 7 seconds off the clock. They'd love to get the ball back without a score here.
Well, yeah, I mean, that's got to be on the minds of the Tigers defense that, you know, they definitely want to stop the Minutemen, stop Bay Path. And then, you know, we've seen, go for a touchdown. We've seen this with the Maynard game when Maynard came here a few weeks ago, and they did the exact same thing. And Littleton came back and scored. It was almost a blowout too.
Right. The difference last week was that Lunenburg put together a long drive but didn't score. Here we go. 4th down. Sweeping left. Coming up hard. Oh, I think he's going to get it. Nick Lombardi tried to come up and make a hit there, trying to do it kind of sort of a do-or-die type of play, and got a little piece of it, but not enough to knock him down. And that's another Bay Path 1st down, so another 4th down conversion here, second of the drive. Ball down to the 21-yard line. And after they mark the chains there, the clock will wind again, and the Bay Path with an impressive opening drive starting from their own 20-yard line, now all the way down almost to the Tiger 20-yard line.
Not the best play the Tigers had on defense. You can see Nick Lombardi trying to, like you said, do or die, but it ended up being Bay Path 1st down.
Yeah, so here we go, 1st and 10, yet another 1st down for Bay Path.
1st and 10, Bay Path.
Deeper handoff this time, bumps into his own guy, bounces to the outside. Good pursuit. Oh, Pete Murphy closing on that play, real nice. Good job. Oh, no, excuse me, Travis Bassett. Travis was showing off his speed there on the defensive side of the field. Closed on that. Short gain by Bay Path, about 2 yards. Connor Bassett in on that hit, too. So that'll bring up 2nd and about 7, ball on the 19-yard line.
It's impressive how long Bay Path has held the ball.
Yeah, that's kind of been the story all year. Long drives by the other team, 10-play drives, 11, 12-play drives. They're taking up 5-6 minutes of clock. But the Tigers finding ways to get the stops, at least enough of the stops they need to pull out victories. Counter handoff. Oh, nice block there. A good pursuit by Andy McGregor. Got a piece of him. Connor Bassett coming up to finish that off. So that'll be well short of a 1st down. It's going to be 3rd and about 4 with the ball on the 16-yard line. We're under 2 minutes to go, under a minute and a half here to go in the opening drive. I don't even know if the Tigers are going to get a possession in the 1st quarter, Ryan.
They may not, but, if Bay Path scores, I'm sure the Tigers will have a possession. But one thing that I want to notice that, back in the Maynard game, how Travis Bassett got a touchdown, and then 11 seconds later, Travis Bassett got another touchdown.
Right.
So, it just shows how Littleton can score.
Quarterback sneak up the middle. He's short. They might be. I wonder if they have a kicker, Ryan. They were kind of playing there. Looks like they were playing to put the ball in the middle of the field.
Well, what Bay Path should do, if you want to get by Littleton, just bleed out this clock. There's 45 seconds left. Possibly get a touchdown, take your time,
4th down and 4.
and you'll be up 6-0, possibly 7 or 8.
So here we go, 3rd, 4th down conversion. Looks like they're going to call a play from scrimmage. I'm not quite sure why they went quarterback sneak there on 3rd down, but 4th down convert, another 4th down try here by the 3rd one of the drive for Bay Path. Tigers trying to get the stop they need. Under 30 seconds left to go in the quarter. Shotgun snap. Oh, it's a counter play. Missed it at the line of scrimmage. They're going to stack him up. No good. They ran a counter play that time, Ryan. They lined the power up to the right, ran to the left. And Brad Magnuson and Ryan Clark, they were in on the hits. So the Tigers got what they wanted. It took a long time, but they got the stop.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely. The Tigers definitely got what they wanted. It looked like he might have a 1st down, but no, he just got stacked up and got driven back.
So 15 seconds left to go here in the opening quarter. Tigers get the stop they needed. No points on the board for Bay Path after a long drive. Handoff up the middle to Bassett, tripped up. Oh, he's going to get about 8 yards out of that, though. Good run there.
Tackle on the play.
It looks like that might be the end of the quarter.
Yeah, it should run the quarter out. All right, so that'll bring us to the end of the 1st quarter, Ryan, with no score on the board. Long opening drive for Bay Path. Tiger defense stepped up. And we'll come back in the 2nd quarter for the rest of the Tiger drive. We'll be right back after these messages.
Do you want to know what's going on in Littleton Community Television? Here's what LCTV used to look like. Now, we shoot in high definition. Wow, look at that color. Remember the days we used to use videotapes? Well, we're all digital now. Instead of doing this, you can do this. Our HD cameras are all robotic. Our editing suites have a 27-inch fully loaded iMac with the latest editing software, Final Cut Pro 10. The coolest features are new green screen set. You can go from the newsroom to the sports desk with virtual sets that you create. If you want to get involved with LCTV, call the station at 978-540-24TV. That's 978-540-2488. LCTV rules. Told you it was cool.
So Littleton will open.
All right, here we go, people. Start of the second quarter. Tigers facing a 2nd and 3. Only their second play from scrimmage on offense. Bay Pat dominating time of possession on the first quarter. No score, though. So the Tigers got the stop they needed, but they gave up a lot of minutes on the clock. Oh, it looks like that might have been a little bit of a busted play. McLaughlin coming upfield. Good blocking downfield here by Connor Bassett. McLaughlin's got a sideline. Straight on. It's a race to the goal line. And they're not going to get him. Oh, tremendous play there. What a great downfield block by Connor Bassett, the sophomore. Just a great play. McLaughlin with a big stiff arm taking care of the last defender. And that's what we talk about, Ryan. 2 plays and a touchdown. That's what the Tigers are all about.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, Alex McLaughlin, I thought he was going to get tackled, 50, 60 yards back. But he just stiff arms a guy and gets around a couple more guys. I mean, he's just running all the way down. And it's a touchdown. I mean, like I've said, the Tigers have this offensive ability to take like 2 plays and get a touchdown.
I think that was like a 78-yard rush. So 2 plays and a touchdown. It's just been the way they've played all year. The problem for now for Bay Path is all that long drive and no points, and then they give up points right away. Double wing formation here. Counter handoff to Travis Bassett. He's going to waltz into the end, spin into the end zone. Good job blocking there by Ryan Clark and Chris Renasio. So a 2-point conversion, and the Tigers go up 8-0 with just 14 seconds gone here in the second quarter. So just the script we've been following all year, Ryan.
Yeah, I mean, definitely. And, of course, the Tigers went for 2. I mean, that's something that we've been doing all year. But it's just amazing. I mean, I'm in shock that Alex McLaughlin did that. I mean, I'm not really in shock in that 2 plays. I mean, it's almost like, just everyday news,
Right.
But
it was funny because I couldn't tell if that was a busted play, but Bassett went left, and McLaughlin kind of held the ball out, and I don't know if he's trying to give it to him, and then he decided, something happened, and they were not quite on the same page, or maybe it wasn't. Maybe that's just kind of the fake.
I thought it might have been a mistake too, but boy, did they recover?
Yeah, they really did.
Not to mention 8 points.
Yeah, I can't tell you what a great block that was downfield by Connor Bassett, the younger brother Travis. So here comes onside kick by the Tigers. Get a bounce. Oh no, picked up. Nice play there by Bay Path. Good coverage there by the Tiger lineman. The ball didn't really get that second bounce that they were looking for to get it up in the air. So Bay Path will get a much better starting position than they did in the opening drive. This will be on their own 48-yard line.
Yeah, not the best starting position for the Bay Path Minutemen, but they can do it if they want to.
Well, the problem is just, they saw how many yards they garnered on the first drive, and, it was fortunate for the Tigers that they had that much real estate to defend. We got a penalty on the play? Oh, they might have been offsides. I think they were offsides on the onside kick. It's just a 5-yard penalty. So that'll bring it into Tiger territory. So 1st and 10 for Bay Path on the Tiger 47-yard line. So a little bit of a short field here for the Tiger defense, but they'd love to find a way to get another stop. And the problem with these teams, we've seen this, Ryan, is these got teams that are trying to go for the long drives, keep the ball on the ground, dominate time of possession. Is if you get into a 2-score hole, all of a sudden that strategy isn't always as valid as it was at the beginning of the game when the game was tied.
Yeah, definitely.
So So here we go. 10 minutes and 41 seconds left to go in the second quarter. Second drive of the game for Bay Path. Staying with the run game on the ground. Going to get a short gain there.
Look, they got about 4.
Yeah, about 4 yards there. Looks like Pete Murphy in on the hit. And Ryan Clark again. So yeah, about a 3-yard gain. Ball goes to the Tiger 45-yard line. So that'll bring up 2nd and 7.
Now, when is Bay Path going to pass? When are they going to have the nerves to throw the ball in the air?
They are running an old-fashioned direct snap to the ball carrier. Just happens to be the quarterback, and then 3 backs leading out for him. This time they're in a power I formation. 2 tight ends, 1 receiver wide to the left, and they are. Looks like they're going to pass. Rolling right, looking upfield. He's going to tuck it and go. He's going to get hit short of the first down, about a 6-7 yard gain. So good coverage downfield by Travis Bassett. The Bay Path quarterback could not find a receiver. He decided to run it, and he got a good gain. It's going to bring up a 3rd and short, 3rd and about 2. Ball on the Tiger 38-yard line, 39-yard line.
It looked like a passing opportunity, and that's some sort of mistake or miscue, and the quarterback ended up running it.
So here we go, 3rd and short, power I formation again. One receiver wide to the right. They're going to go inside, hand off to the fullback. Oh, he's got a first down. Keep his legs moving. Tigers coming in to finish that up, but not until after Bay Path picked up a first down here. Good pursuit by Andy McGregor coming off the defensive line, getting downfield and making that last hit. So that'll put the ball down to the Tiger 34-yard line with 9 minutes and 10 seconds to go here in the second quarter. Littleton Tigers with an 8-0 lead. Tiger defense got the stop on the first drive after a long drive by Bay Path. And then a quick touchdown by Littleton on 2 plays. McLaughlin with a 78-yard touchdown run. 1st and 10 for Bay Path. Inside. Oh, good job there. Looked like a little waggle play where he could have pulled it out of the fullback's belly and run it himself, but he decided to give it to him, and that was not a good decision. Matt Jackson stacked him up. No gain at all, right at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, Matt Jackson did an excellent job getting back. Sacked the quarterback, and with a little help of Brad Magnuson. The two of them combined are just amazing.
Yeah, Matty Jackson, one of the actually is in the top 5 leading tacklers in Central Mass based on number of tackles, and showed his prowess there. So 2nd and 10, ball still on the Littleton 34-yard line. Direct snap. Oh, stacked up again. Andy McGregor, Pete Murphy. So the Tigers now sort of making some adjustments after that long opening drive, Ryan, and they've got 2 stops in a row.
Yeah, I mean, that's good defense. That is good defense. Well disciplined. And it stops Bay Path from getting a first down. Let's see if they can keep it going.
Yeah, puts them into a 3rd and long, 3rd and 11. They actually lost a yard on that play. Ball back to the 35-yard line. Let's see if Bay Path decides they have to abandon the run game a little bit here and try. They've already tried 1 pass. They actually didn't throw it. They ended up running it, but they definitely rolled the quarterback out. Power I formation, 1 receiver wide to the left side, top of the screen. Bottom of the screen, looking up the sideline. Oh! A little bit behind the receiver. Nick Lombardi looked like he slipped a little bit, and there was a little bit of space between him and the receiver, but the ball was thrown behind the receiver and couldn't reel it in. So an incomplete pass will bring up 4th and 11. Definitely 4-down territory here, Ryan. Ball all the way down to the Tiger 35-yard line. 7 minutes and 27 seconds to go. So another big 4th down here for both teams. Tigers looking to get that 2nd stop in a row.
Yeah, it looks like the Bay Path Minutemen might be punting, but looks like there might be a timeout.
Yeah, calling a timeout. So I don't think they'll punt from here. There's just not that much field position to be gained. So it's worth the risk, even though it's long odds. There's really not very little to be gained on the other side of the decision. So
or maybe you could try the field goal, see if they can nail it from there.
Yeah, they ran a quarterback sneak on 3rd down before they got stopped, and that ended up costing them that decision. They really didn't give themselves a chance to convert on 3rd down and left it to 4th down and didn't get it. So that looked a little unique, but they didn't go for a field goal there. If they're not going to go for one there, they're not going one for here. So.
Well, they're about the 40-yard line, so would it be about like 50-something yard attempt?
Yeah, that'd be a 35, 52 yard. So you don't see that in small-town high school football in Massachusetts.
I'm sure.
Texas, Florida, California.
Yeah, possibly, yeah.
So Bay Path is going to convert that into a full timeout. get the team on the sideline. Tigers on their own sideline talking to defensive coordinator Carlo Ferrante. Bay Path trying to see what they can come up with, because again, Ryan, we talked about this a few minutes ago. This is a big drive for them, because if they don't convert here, if they don't score, and Littleton scores again, they're going to really have to think about getting away from that game plan they had, which was to dominate time of possession in the number of plays from scrimmage.
I mean, well, so far of course they're going to dominate time of possession, because we all know what Littleton can do. You know, in 20 seconds they can get 2 touchdowns, possibly 3 if you want to squeeze one in.
You've seen it happen.
Yeah, but you know that's something that especially into halftime, that Bay Path is going to have to tweak. In order to win this game.
All right, so here we go. We're out of the timeout. 7 minutes and 27 seconds left to go in the first half. Tigers up 8-0. Big 4th down here for both football teams. Tigers trying to get 2 stops in a row.
All right, with a 4th down and 11. From the
Number 1, Tucker
35.
Heatherman, the quarterback for Bay
beautiful-
Path, who's done a lot of running so far. He's going to get under center, power I, 1 receiver wide to the right, 2 tight ends. Dropping straight back, looking up the middle of the field. Oh, he caught it! Oh, wow! Heatherman, the quarterback, threaded the needle, all kinds of coverage there, but they made the conversion, the completion that they needed, and kept the drive alive. Wow, big first down for Bay Path.
That was an excellent play for Bay Path, as they did the passing. They did the passing game, and it worked.
Yeah, you know, that's we talked about. That was a gamble, and it was a tight play. There were a lot of blue jerseys with their hands in the passing lane. They just couldn't get a piece of that, and it paid off. So the ball down to the Tiger 20-yard line. First and 10, Bay Path. Staying, looks like they're going back to the power running game. Back to Heatherman. He runs up the middle behind his blockers. Stacked up for a short gain.
Chris Venasio.
Pete Murphy coming up off the pile there.
The bottom of the pile.
So Murphy doing a nice job. He's coming in off the edge there, and he's doing a nice job of closing on those plays, because they're running in between the tackles. That's a long run. Murph's pretty quick and very aggressive. So it's about a 3-yard gain. Going to bring the ball down to the Tiger 17-yard line. 2nd and 7, 6.5 minutes to go here in the first half.
Now these are where the stops by Littleton count, like, tremendously.
Second down, Bay Path.
All right, run the oh, there's a great play there by Andy McGregor. Looked like he was coming on a stunt, and he just closed.
I mean, I cannot believe how fast he got to the backfield on that play.
You know, he's having a great football year, but let's not kid ourselves. He's the anchor of the track team. He really is. He's a great athlete. He really showed his versatility there, because he was flying, and he closed on that play. A big play there for the Tigers. Drives him all the way back beyond the original line of scrimmage for this set of downs. 3rd and about 12, ball on the 22-yard line. Under 6 minutes left to go here in the first half.
And that was probably one of the biggest stops that Littleton has had. I mean, in the game so far, you know, we still have a half game to play, but don't forget the stop back at the other end in the first quarter.
Oh, McGregor with pressure on him this time. Oh, screen pass. Caught, stumbles, and falls to the ground. So McGregor with heavy pressure that time. He is really making things miserable back there for the Bay Path quarterback. That's going to be a short gain. Well, not a decent gain, about 7 yards. That'll bring up yet another 4th down try here by Bay Path. Ball is on the 16-yard line. They got to get to the 10. So it is 2nd and 6 for Bay Path. This is their 4th down try of the game. They are right now, I think it's their 5th 4th down conversion. They're currently 3 for 4 with this 5th try coming. 5 minutes left to go here in the first half. Plenty of time on the clock for the Tigers. Here we go, 4th down. Dropping back to pass, looking into the flat. Oh, his receiver slipped trying to break towards the ball. So it was wildly incomplete there. Not the quarterback's fault, really. Slip by the receiver, but nonetheless, a wide miss there on 4th down. So the Tigers get their 2nd stop in a row after another drive.
Well, I mean, that was good pressure, but, you know, I was just wondering what was going through the quarterback's mind, because, I don't know, when I saw the pass, it wasn't even close. But as you said, it wasn't really his fault. It was more the receiver's fault as he slipped. But, you know, overall, Tigers have the ball back.
Hand off to Murphy. Very short kick. Tried to run a sweep there. And good penetration by the Bay Path defenders, and that's going to go for about a
Sherry in on the stop.
Well, let's say no game. So 2nd and 10, ball on the 16-yard line. 4:23 left to go here in the opening half. Inside handoff to Travis Bassett, tries to cut to the left side and gets wrapped up after a short gain. So the Tigers got their stop on 4th down, deep in their own territory, but they are now facing a 3rd and long themselves.
And Zach Merchant again.
Let's see if they decide to throw around.
Yeah.
We're running a few plays, so we have a big sample size.
Well, you basically just said what I was just about to say. So.
Awful looking, throwing up the middle of the field. He's got Bassett wide open. Travis Bassett got wrapped up after the catch. Oh, he got stuck right in the back, but he still held on to the football. Oh, he's thumped. He's hurt a little bit there.
Ouch.
Yeah,
That hurts Littleton.
Yeah.
That hurts. But it looks like he's sitting up.
Yeah, I think he's okay. It was a rack right in the small of his back, so
He might have just got the wind knocked out of
yeah,
him. So
he held on to the ball and a big first down there for the Tigers. Nice throw by McLaughlin. Bassett was wide open. McLaughlin threw a bullet downfield. Yeah, he's going to be fine.
Yeah.
One play and he'll be right back in the ball game, guarantee you. So that takes the ball all the way out to the Tiger 43-yard line. Big first down. That gets him out from under the shadow of the goal line. Keeps the drive going. Avoids a 3 and out, giving the ball back to Bay Path.
well, here comes sophomore Chris Renasio, number 24, to take Bassett's place. And you said, he's going to be on the next play. I don't know if it's the very next play. I'm looking at the bench area. He's not
Put
there.
your money on the table.
Yeah.
All right, put your money on the table.
Well, he's not in the bench area, so that just means, he's standing right next to Coach Lynn.
he'll be back.
So, yep, he'll be back.
Here we go. Connor Bassett motion, inside handoff to Matt Jackson. Hit. Oh, nice job to keep the feet moving. Gets the ball out over the 45-yard line, about a 4-yard gain, and there goes Travis Bassett. The ball game. So he's going to sub Ignacio back out. About a 4-yard gain there by Matt Jackson. It's going to be 2nd and 6 with the ball on the Tiger 46-yard line. 3:08 left to go in the opening half. Travis Bassett in motion. He's going to get the ball. He's got some blockers upfield. He's trying to get the corner. Cuts back to the inside. Keeps it going. Oh, he's going to be close to a first down. I think he's a little short, though. That'll bring up 3rd and about less than a yard to go. Ball over midfield into Bay Path territory.
Yeah, and this is where the Tigers get dangerous. This is their sweet spot right here. Just over the 50-yard line into the other team's territory.
All right. So it looks like number 35 for Bay Path, Matt Pecor, shook up on that play, so they're going to bring a sub in, get him to the sideline for at least a play. So here we go, 3rd and about 2. Ball over midfield into Bay Path territory. Ball about the Bay Path 48-yard line. They're going to get to about the 46-yard line. Get a little pause in the game action here and let the EMT Denise cross the field and take a look at the Bay Path player who got a little banged up there on the last play. So the Tigers, they're bringing Renasio in. That usually means they're going to go to the double wing here, maybe try and grind out a first down here. Yep, double wing or power running formation. Hand off to Bassett, cuts upfield, gets a first down, spins out of it. Ball down to the Bay Path 40-yard line. So Mike Lynn with 2 minutes, just under 2.5 minutes to go, is going to start using his timeouts.
I like that play. That's one of my favorite plays. I used to be a lineman last year, and that's what we call a superpower. The linemen make a wall on the right side, and on the left side they pull. You have the right guards and the left and right guard pull.
All right, send a whole bunch of guys to the side. And the key there is the running back looking for that first slice of daylight, cutting it up. It's not a sweep, really. It's sort of a power play running into that C gap. So Tina McCarthy making a run from the concession stand for us, but Zach McCarthy's got his eyes wide open on that one. We're on the wrong end of the booth right now if we're going to get to that food. McLaughlin feed back to pass, gets some pressure. Oh, he's tackled from behind. Good pursuit there by Bay Path. So on 1st and 10, McLaughlin back to pass, couldn't find the receiver. Trying to get out into the open field, but got wrapped up from behind, so lost about a yard. 2nd and 11 from the Bay Path 41-yard line.
I almost thought that, Alex would spin out of that one like he did before to get the touchdown.
Yeah. Here we go, 2nd and 11, 2 minutes left to go in the ball game. McLaughlin looking downfield again. Good blocking up front. He gets a little slice of daylight. He's going to tuck the ball, head to the sideline. And he is going to get close to it. I think should be good for a first down there. You need to get to the 30, and he got just to the 29-yard line. So first down, Tigers down to about the 29-yard line, 29.5-yard line. 52 seconds left to go. Clock really not a huge issue here. Plenty of timeouts left for head coach Mike Lynn.
I mean, that was a good read by Alex. You saw that he had no receivers open, or they were trying to get open, so he said, I'm going to take this one again, and got a first down.
Great job of the offensive line there. Great block and handoff. Fake handoff. McLaughlin crushes it with a straight arm. He's going to try and get upfield, and he is going to get driven out of bounds. The ref is signaling the stop of the clock. He's going to get about 5 yards on that, down to about the 25-yard line. Kind of put the belly play there, put it in. Pete Murphy was in motion, put it in his belly, decided to take it himself. Got about 7 yards upfield. So second down, 6 yards. Second and 4. Ball on the 24-yard line. Minute 45 to go. Clock stopped after out of bounds. McLaughlin looking downfield again. Blitz picked up by Matty Jackson. Oh, middle of the field. Pete looking for one block from Brad Madison. Oh, nice play by the defender just short of the goal line. Oh, Murph was wide open on that, and he reeled it in and raced down towards the goal line. Couldn't quite cash it in, but the Tigers all the way down to the 1-yard line. Man, he was open.
Oh, my God. I'm surprised that Bay Path didn't pick him up.
Timeout taken by the Tigers to stop the clock.
Tigers are going to take a timeout here, just make sure they not get in too much of a hurry and make a mistake here close to the goal line. I can't tell you right, offensive line, tremendous job. McLaughlin has all day to survey the field. I mean, it took Murphy a while to drag across the field and come open, but it wasn't like McLaughlin was worried about the time. He had all day to sit down in that pocket and take a look downfield.
Yeah, I mean, the offensive line tonight is playing tremendous. The O and D line are run by Coach Sean Green. This is his I believe his third or fourth year as a coach for Littleton. He played for the Tigers back in about 2007, 2008, 2007.
All right, so here we go. We'll see if they're going to go to the double wing. Speaking of the line, that'll be the key here. See if they can get some push across the goal line and swing it back into the backfield. First and goal from the 1-yard line. Bassett in motion, a little toss, looking for the corner, plenty of blocking. He's going to launch right to the edge. Touchdown. Ryan Clark, Pete Murphy out front, and Chris Horacio. Just an easy glide to the end zone for Travis Bassett.
I mean, it looked like Travis had all day.
Yeah.
I mean, he just kind of like waltzed his way in and crossed the plane. So Littleton's up 14-0 with 90 seconds left.
Rushing touchdown.
So again, we've seen this play with this script before. The 2 stops by the defense, 2 scores by the offense, and all of a sudden Bay Path having to give the ball up to start the half too. So they got to be feeling like this half really didn't go the way they wanted it to. All right, conversion here. Staying with that double wing power run formation. Bassett, Murphy, and Jackson in the backfield with McLaughlin. Murphy this time, rolling, going to throw out of it. He's looking across the goal line, good block, and he's going to swing it towards the back. Oh, great catch! Magnuson. Nice spinning catch there. Reeling in the bullet by McLaughlin. And nice play there by Brad Madison, senior receiver and defensive linebacker. So 16-0 Tigers. The offense has been just about perfect, Ryan. 2 possessions, 2 touchdowns, 2 conversions.
Yes, and that is the formula to get to Gillette Stadium in December. I know I want to get there. I think you do too, and I'm sure the Tigers do. So that's the formula. 2 stops on defense. I mean, they gave up some yards. They gave up some precious downs. But then again, the Tigers have been able to run up the field and score touchdowns. And right now they're up 16-0. 90 seconds left. I mean, Bay Path could grind one out right now and try to get within a touchdown.
I'm pretty certain that last week was the first week that we didn't give up a touchdown in the first half. And they're 90 seconds away from doing that for 2 weeks in a row. So the defense is definitely playing better as the season goes on.
Well, don't forget about Clinton in the second week.
All right.
Yeah.
All right, picked up there, wrapped up for a short run, about an 8-yard gain after the pickup. Picked the ball up about the 22-yard line, got it out to 28, 26.
But otherwise, you were right, though.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, a couple of games, Littleton has given up the first score.
Right. And then against St. Bernard's, who could very well be the opponent next week, they're playing tonight against Monty Tech. That's the 4th seed versus the 5th seed. And if the Tigers manage to finish this out and win, they'll get the winner of that game. St. Bernard's, who were down 22-6 after a quarter, and then cashed it in with a 40-point run to take a big lead and then won that game. So the Tigers, obviously, you know, no points in the first half of the last 2 games is a good trend for the defense.
She's right here.
Okay, you guys need to show?
But 90 seconds away from making that fact.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Well, I mean, part of it is because Bay Path decided to bleed out the clock.
Right.
And, I mean, I've said this before, the clock is going to be the enemy
Right.
for Bay Path, not Littleton, the clock.
Right. So they keep the ball on the ground. They're not going to try and throw it.
Vinny Shore got the
Tigers
call.
going to give about a 4-yard gain ball to about
Several
the
Tigers on the stop on the far side of the field.
30-yard line. Yep,
Gains
right on the
about 3 on the
30-yard
play.
line.
Bring up a
And
second down.
I can see that Bay Path is
And
starting
7.
to fall into the same hole
For the minute.
that Maynard did and Murdoch did, is that, you know, they've been taking too much time and they've been running the ball as, you know, as opposed to passing it.
Right. You know, they just don't have that luxury anymore, you know. Being down 2 scores and giving the ball back to start the second half. I would have thought maybe they'd gamble a little bit, but with 45 seconds to go, clock still running, they're not in a hurry to get to the line of scrimmage.
I mean, all the running is going to do is just make the defense strong. I mean, yes, weaker because they're getting tired, but especially going into halftime, you know.
Oh, down at the middle of the field. Tigers in kind of a prevent look there, so they're going to give up some yards. I think they're just looking. They're not looking to get the ball back this half necessarily. Just trying to get the make sure the clock runs out before Bay Path can get on the board. Go into that lead, the half with a 2-touchdown lead, and the ball to start the half. I think is plenty. So the linebackers a little farther off the ball, line of scrimmage, playing some pass defense, some prevent defense. And we are 20 seconds left to go, and again, just Bay Path just not in a huge hurry. I mean, I guess they'll take a score if they can get it, but they're not going to gamble for it. Power I, deep handoff
There's going to
again,
be a handoff.
bouncing outside. Ignacio, nice play there. Ryan Clark making another tackle. Good execution there, making sure that they continue to play. And that's the half.
So the Multi-Unit stop in the halftime expired.
I don't know why, but they have to go in the half down 2 scores. The Tigers with a solid half defensively and offensively, very efficient on both sides of the ball. 16 to
And
nothing.
we'll team shortly.
16 to
as part of
nothing
the
here, and
halftime
we'll be
show. And the band
here
will
for the
continue
halftime
with
show and the
two songs of
cheerleaders,
the
and then back for the second half after this, Ryan.
All right, see you then.
Do you want to know what's going on in Littleton Community Television? Here's what LCTV used to look like. Now, we shoot in high definition. Wow, look at that color. Remember the days we used to use videotapes? Well, we're all digital now. Instead of doing this, you can do this. Our HD cameras are all robotic. Our editing suites have a 27-inch fully loaded iMac with the latest editing software, Final Cut Pro 10. The coolest features are new green screen set. You can go from the newsroom to the sports desk with virtual sets that you create. If you want to get involved with LCTV, call the station at 978-540-24TV. That's 978-540-2488. LCTV rules. Told you it was cool.
All right, folks, welcome back to the second half of tonight's playoff football game. Ryan, good first half for the Tigers, 16-0 lead.
Yes, definitely. They got 16 points, 2 touchdowns, and after Bay Path had the ball for more time, Bolton had the ball for 2 scores.
All right, so the problem for Bay Path is they have to kick to start the half, so the Tigers' offense is going to come right back out and get after it.
That's Travis Bassett back deep for the
Kicking
Tigers.
with the wind, Eric Rocker took advantage of that in the first half, drove the ball all the way down to the end zone. Let's see what Bay Path's kicker's got. Oh, he's going to squib it in the middle of the field, picked up on about the 40-yard line by Connor Bassett, looking for a block, cuts up field, holding on to that football, and good effort there by the sophomore, gets across the 45 to about the 47-yard line.
And Webber,
First and 10
50 and
Tigers
makes a
from the
stop.
47-yard line.
Yes, in dangerous
John
position
Bolin in on the stop
for the
as well.
Tigers. Like I said before,
Tigers will have a
you
first
know,
and
just
10
over the 50-yard line into the other
From
into
the
the
road.
opponent's territory for the
46
Tigers.
yard
are
line for
dangerous.
Starklands. Opening
All
possession
right,
here
so
in
here we
the
go.
second
First
half.
and 10 on the opening possession of the second half.
McLaughlin
Spread
lines up
formation,
in the
four
shotgun.
receivers, two left, two right, one back in the backfield. McLaughlin, the quarterback. Fake handoff, looking on the bubble screen. He's got Brad Magnuson. Good blocking downfield. He's got a couple guys blocking in front of him. He's going to get the corner, get a nice first down all the way down to the 35-yard line. Nice play call there by Mike Lee coming out of the half. It's a big gainer there all the way down to the Bay Path 35-yard line. So there you go, Ryan, right into territory, into the enemy territory.
Yep, good pass too by Alex McLaughlin and Brad Magnuson, wide open like he's been all season. Gets a first down.
Reverse, Travis Bassett, he's got McLaughlin out in front, gets the sideline, cuts it up, it's down to about the 20 yard line, another 14-yard gain here, another first down, so the Tiger offense on all cylinders, 2 plays, 2 first downs.
Good play.
Good discipline there, yeah, by the downfield blockers. Nobody tried to try to get a hold there, trying to spring them. So, first and 10, 21-yard line. Murphy in motion. Counter handoff to Matty Jackson. Going to get some blocking to the outside, and he's going to get a good 5-yard gain there, about a 7-yard gain, down to about the 15-yard line, 16-yard line.
So right off the bat, the Tigers have some good offense.
Yeah, down to about the 16-yard line, so second and about 4. Fake handoff, another bubble screen back towards the hole. They got a little bit of a hurry. And he had blockers downfield. He's thinking if he catches that ball and hits that seam, he's going to go right to the end zone. And a rare drop by the senior who's been just solid all year long out there.
Yeah, it looked like he just fumbled the ball. I mean, it wasn't. I mean, it was a good pass, but Brad just didn't get. He just didn't get all his hands on it.
So third and about 5. Quarterback rolling left, got some blockers in front of him. Oh, good defense there by Bay Path. He's going to take a solid loss there back to the original line of scrimmage for a set of downs. So they tried to run a quarterback sweep and just could not get the blockers, could not get the corner sealed. So that'll bring up 4th after some nice plays here. Now they face all of a sudden, right after that, they get a 4th down here, 4th and 9.
4th down and 9.
That was a good job for the Bay Path defense, recognizing that Alex is going to run it. A good block, or a good tackle.
4th and 9, looking downfield, he's going all the way to the end zone. The ball's up. Oh, that's base running. It doesn't matter. Looks like that's a catch for a touchdown. Looking for the signal. No, they're saying incomplete. Oh, boy. That could have been a penalty, too. That guy just stuck his hands up in there. He didn't look back for the ball at all, Ryan.
I mean, just 1 of 3 choices. Touchdown, incomplete pass, or penalty.
Yeah, we got two positive outcomes, 1 negative, and we got the negative. So Bay Path with a big stop there after giving up some big plays and letting the ball get driven all the way down to their 20-yard line. They get the stop they needed to try to get back in the ball game, facing a 16-0 deficit. Tiger defense, see if they can respond here and get the ball back for the offense.
We got to wonder what Bay Path has been talking about in the huddle for the halftime. We need to stop this Littleton offense. We need to stop them. They haven't been doing that.
Sticking with the running game. Oh, got a big hole there off tackle. Bounce to the outside. Lombardi trying to get an angle on him. Travis Bass is going to run him down here on the sideline. But that's a big game, biggest game of the game for Bay Path by far. Ball all the way down to the Tiger 40-yard line. So that is a 40-yard run there, burst off the left side by Bay Path. Biggest play of the game, so quite a turn here.
Yep, Captain Justin Sherman got outside and ran it up the field. And, I mean, like you said, that was a good gain. And let's see what they can do now. Maybe they decide to maybe pass it. I mean, maybe they should stick with their running game because obviously that has worked right now. And maybe they talked about it in the huddle for halftime.
Power I formation, they are going to run it. They get a very short game there. Good play there by the Tiger defense.
What about 3 yards?
Yeah, Brad Magnuson wrapping up the corner there. Just about a yard. Ball just over the 39-yard line.
We're going to be second down and 9.
We're 2nd and 9 with 8 minutes and 49 seconds left to go here in the 3rd quarter.
Well, from our view from the booth, I mean, you know, I'm looking at the chains. It looked like it was just about a few yards, but it was a yard.
Good job there by McGregor and Magnuson. All right, so here we go. 2nd and 9. Staying with the run game at the middle of the buff. Oh, missed him. Oh, they had him popped at the line of scrimmage, but they just couldn't finish it up. So that's going to put the ball all the way down.
Ryan Clark finishes the tackle.
So the ball will be right on the yard marker there.
So a few on the play, we're going to be 3rd down and 5.
35-yard line. So 3rd and about 5 yards. If you can get just before the 30-yard line will be a 1st down. 3rd down, 2 tries here for Bay Path.
The Littleton Athletic Booster Association mobile provides up-to-date information on schedules,
2 shots at
scores,
this
and
if they
time
need to.
merchandise. It is available on Android and iPhone.
Yeah, and I was looking at the Littleton sideline, and I saw Alex McGoffin. He's frustrated right now. He wants to get his defense pumped up.
Oh, nice. Oh, no, it's an option. Oh, they had it wrapped up. A great job there by Brad Magnuson on the corner, playing the pitch game and the quarterback at the same time. Oh, I thought they handed it off to the fullback, but that was an option play. Magnuson with a great stop there. Good for the senior. Connor Bassett helping out too, but it was Magnuson playing both guys and forcing the pitch to close and making the tackle.
Football game will be held here at Alumni Field on Tuesday.
Well, maybe that's just what Littleton needed, was that big stop.
Let's see, 4th down, 4th and about 5. So great play there by Magnuson puts Bay Path in a 4th and longer than they would have liked. Let's see if the Tigers can take advantage of the great play by the senior linebacker.
5-4 overall record of the last 9 seeds.
Bay Path will go with the power eye. One receiver to the right.
4th down and 5.
Belly. Oh, it's a sweep pass over the middle. Knocked down. Nice job there. Looked like it was Ryan Clark got his hands up there recognizing the play. Nice job. Great reaction by the defense.
Yeah, Ryan Clark's a pretty tall dude, and he swatted that ball out of the air. Good play, and now the Tigers have the ball.
Yeah, over on downs. It'll be 1st and 10 Tigers with the ball on the 35-yard line. So great job by the defense getting the stop they needed after the offense gave the ball over and downs on the opening drive. 6 minutes and 54 seconds left to go in the 3rd quarter. Offense staying with the passing game. Little swing out there to Travis Bassett. Slips a tackle. And he's going to get over midfield down into Bay Path territory, down about the 44-yard line.
On the far side of the field, I believe it is Matt Pecore.
Tigers staying with the no-huddle look. Coach Mike Lynn signaling plays in from the sideline. All the players looking over.
Well, you know what? Remember the first game I said, I'm going to try to see if I can memorize those signals. I haven't memorized any of them.
Laughlin looking to his right, comes back left, drives through the tackler and picks up about 2 yards there. Makes a good conservative decision there, not trying to bite off too much. It was only 1st down. So that'll bring up 2nd and about 8. The ball just over the 45-yard line, about the 44-yard line.
McLaughlin picks up 1, bring up a 2nd down and 9.
Blitz by Bay Path picked up there. Nice job by the Tiger offensive line. Sling to Travis Bassett. Be close to a 1st down. Nice job there. The Tigers have picked up all the Bay Path blitzes so far tonight, Ryan.
Yeah, I mean, you know, kudos to the offensive line. I mean, they've done a good job for pass protection. And not only that, but running protection as well. Making the wall, you know, getting their blocks, making sure that no Bay Path player comes beyond the line of scrimmage.
And facing a 3rd, they had the ref take a look at it, but he signaled 3rd down, so he's 3rd and about a yard. And Coach Lynn he's debating that he wants a measurement. He's talking to the ref, and
Chris Renasio checks in.
Called a 20-second timeout here because he's going to try to decide if he is short. He's not convinced he's short yet. He's actually taking the timeout just to debate the merits of whether or not he can get a measurement rather than worry about the play call. But 3rd and short with the ball on they need to get to about the 36-yard line. The ball's on about the 36.5-yard line.
I mean, it does look.
See if they go with the double wing or stay with the spread. Renasio, who often comes in to play tight end when they go to the double wing, is in the huddle right now.
So we got 8 down.
That'll be 3rd down and 1 for the
The
Tigers.
scrimmage are 2 tight end power run formation, the double wing. Murphy and Bassett at the tailbacks. Laughlin in the center. Matty Jackson a fullback. We're going to hand it off to Murphy, and he's going to pick up a 1st down on the super power to the left side.
Matty Jackson on the carry.
35-yard line down about the 33, so they get it easily and keep the drive going here with 5 minutes and 36 seconds to go in the 3rd quarter.
Like I said, that's one of my favorite plays, the superpower. This time it went to the left side. They call that, I think it was a 26 superpower. They go through the 2-hole, or they go through the 6-hole, something like that.
C-gap type play.
Yeah, C-gap.
Fumble snap. McLaughlin covers it up. Like they were trying to hit the guy in motion, and McLaughlin just couldn't get the ball. So after picking up the first down, they make a little mistake there, bring the ball back to the 40, and it'll be 1st and 15. So the offense, so a couple of hiccups here in the second half. 2nd and 15, coming up on 5 minutes left to go here in the third quarter. Looking at pass, blocking up front, throwing up the middle side. Oh, nice catch by Travis Bassett. He's going to be well short of the first down. We're going to get back to the original line of scrimmage, so that's going to bring up 3rd and 10. Nice catch. The ball's a little bit behind him, but he managed to twist his body around and make the reception.
Now, Mike, I mean, on the previous, not the Bassett reception, but the one where Alex fumbled it, do you know if that was a bad snap, or was that just...
I hit him in the hands. I just think he just was, he's got the back running right past him, so it might have just been just a little distraction. Screen pass to Matty Jackson. Oh, he slips. Oh, he fumbles. Ball covered up there by Yep, Bales covered that up. Stevie Collins covers that up. So Matty Jackson slipped.
You can't find Steve Bales out there.
All right.
First you call Mike Gray. I think Steve Bales did have something to do with it.
All right, 4th down, 4th and about 8. So no real game here by the Tigers. So facing another 4th down conversion here. Trying to keep the second half of the half alive. Reverse. Oh, it's a halfback pass. He's looking. He's going to see it. Oh, it's a knuckleball. Murphy's wide open. Catches the ball down inside the 5-yard line. Knocked down. Oh, my goodness. Not the prettiest throw in the world, but Murphy was so open that it didn't really matter.
Murphy was so open, he just stood still.
Yeah, the Bay Path defensive backs definitely bid on the reverse and thought it was a run and came up too far upfield. So huge 4th down conversion, ball all the way down to the 2-yard line here. 3 minutes and 40 seconds to go in the third quarter. So that really tough play there for Bay Path.
Timeout.
And Bay Path is going to take a timeout and try and get their feet back under them after that big play there on 4th down.
Oh my goodness. That was a big third down. A big play.
Yeah, big play for the Tigers, and an even bigger play really for Bay Path. The Tigers could have survived, not converting there with a 16-0 lead, but Bay Path really can't afford to give up another score. I mean, we're already, almost 8 minutes into the third quarter, and they're running out of time to give up a score here.
Well, I mean, look at this crowd here we have tonight. Playoffs.
Yeah, that's the other thing about the new format, Ryan. It used to be that all playoff games were at neutral sites. But with this new format, this is the first playoff game in the history of Alumni Field.
Oh, yeah.
Not because the Tigers weren't in playoff bound. They've been playoff bound for years and years, but they always go to neutral sites. So Littleton fans taking advantage of the home game here. All right, 1st and goal from the 2-yard line, double wing formation. Travis Bassett in motion. He's got blockers in front of him, and once again, he's just going to glide to the corner and across the end zone. Bassett, the leading scorer in Central Mass, Ryan, talking up 2 more touchdowns tonight.
Yeah, I mean, that was, like you said, gliding right in. I mean, he could have backpedaled in.
Yeah, he's got 2 touchdowns and a conversion to tack on into his already, I think he's got something like a 20-something point lead against the next leading scorer in Central Mass.
Who was that, Alex McLaughlin?
No. Alex is up there, but it's not Alex. All right, so 22-0 here with the conversion to come. Staying with the power run. They're 2 for 2 on conversions tonight. Bassett again. This time was going to cut it up. Oh, nice job there by Bassett. Doesn't always need the corner. Sometimes he's more than happy to cut it up and just drop his shoulder and power through those guys. This season conversion, great job by the offensive line. They've been stellar tonight, Ryan, both run game and pass game.
Yeah, definitely. Just, overall great offense by the Tigers, and their defense is playing tremendous as well. Yep. I mean, they've kept Bay Path scoreless. Throughout the whole game so far. And we're 3 minutes and just about 3 minutes and 30 seconds to go in the third quarter. And they've kept Bay Path scoreless. So, an excellent job by both sides of the ball for Littleton, both offense and defense.
24 4-0 lead. 3 touchdowns, 3 conversions. Bassett with 2 touchdowns and 3 conversions.
Well, don't forget, Littleton also has in the back of their minds that Bay Path won against them last year 14-12. So it's almost like payback.
Good kick there by Rocker, driven all the way down to the 15-yard line. Coming up the middle, good pursuit there, Matt Jackson. Make a hit there down across the 25-yard line, down to about the 27-yard line. So good coverage there by the Tiger special teams.
One thing I like about Eric Rocker is that at the beginning of the season, he was barely out there for kickoffs. When he did, he could squib it. It was okay. Now he's going pretty deep.
Yeah, he's driving. That ball was the second time that they picked it up inside the 20-yard line. And, down 3 scores and 3 conversions. Bay Path really was hoping for something better than the 27-yard line, but good kick by Rocker, and that's all Bay Path gets. First and 10 for Bay Path. With 3 minutes and 16 seconds left to go here in the third quarter.
For Bay Path, this has to be, these have to be big plays here. Try passing it. See what happens.
Yeah, sticking with the run game. He's going to bounce to the outside. Took the block in there. Good pursuit by the Tigers, but a good first down ball out past the 40-yard line. So, about a 15-yard gain by Bay Path. You're right, Ryan. Bay Path, they have to get it going. They've got to get to the end zone. They haven't been able to do it yet. We talked about it. You've said several times how they've gained yardage. They just can't gain the end zone with this current game plan. We'll see if they decide to switch it up.
Yeah, they've gained yardage. They haven't gained enough yardage.
So first and 10, ball out to the Bay Path 44-yard line. Under 3 minutes to go in the third quarter. Staying with the run. Great job by the defensive back. Boy, the seniors having a great game tonight.
Oh, wow. Well, they know that this, could be their last meaningful game before Air comes to town on Thanksgiving. I think it is that, let's just say Littleton were to lose tonight, which, in the position they are, I just don't see that happening. But, let's just say they do. Isn't there something about the schedule that,
Yeah, they'll keep playing. It is a
playing.
funky format, and we'll talk about that in a second after this play. Right. 2nd and 12. Ball at the middle again. Andy McGregor is just wreaking havoc back there right now. Oh, my goodness. He just drove the blocker back and took both guys out at the same time. He is feasting on that Bay Path offense right now. 3rd and 13. Yeah, unlike other traditional playoff formats where, you lose, you go home. You lose, you don't go home. You keep playing, and I'm curious to see how some of the teams that do lose, how they bounce back. They're going to play 3 more games before they get to Thanksgiving, or 2 more games before they get to Thanksgiving if they lose tonight. Bay Path will have a game next week and the week after. And for the seniors, it would be hard to come back from something like that emotionally to get up and play what effectively would be kind of an exhibition/consolation game. So Tigers really want to win. They want to win out. They've got the home field advantage, and they want to enjoy the ride. Keep the ride going.
Yeah, in the beginning of the season, when we were started to prep for the telecast coming up this year, I'd occasionally drop in with Alex McLaughlin, and I joined the group on Facebook. Alex has a group that he created. He and Travis created. Littleton Tiger football 2013 rather, and he really wants it. And I've talked with Alex, before school started and everything, and he really wants it. And that's what's making the team, drive, to get to this point. They're undefeated. And I looked at the history of the Littleton Tigers, and the last time they were undefeated was like the 1960s.
I think importantly too, as much as they want it, they know they can do it.
Yes,
it's not like it's a stretch for them to believe in it. They're more than capable of pulling it off. We'll see if they can. Got to play the games, but they know they can. Here we go, back to pass. Screen pass. Horacio jumps away. It's a race to the goal. He's right ahead. Can he cut back? He's going to get him. Touchdown, Chris Horacio. What a great read by the sophomore linebacker, he was not fooled at all. He saw the play developing. He stepped right into the passing lane, nailed it with 2 hands, and a great run back, a little shake and bake there inside the 5-yard line, and to the house he goes. So that's going to make it 30-0 defensive touchdown for the Tigers.
Wow, what an excellent play by Chris Renacio. He just came out of nowhere, stole the ball, and now ran it for a touchdown. A 30-0 lead, 1:04 to go. You know, I think it's going to be 32. I mean, just by judging how well the Tigers have been playing, I think it could be 32-0 going into the 4th quarter.
All right, just a minute and 4 seconds left to go in the quarter, and not the outcome Bay Path was hoping for at all.
Littleton lines up. Formation for a.
Well, my goodness.
Here we go, double wing formation, Bassett. Oh, counter move to Murphy. Counter. Nice play call there by head coach Mike Lynn.
He faked me out.
With 1:04 to go in the third, Littleton 32.
32-0, 4 touchdowns, 4 conversions, 3 offensive touchdowns. 2 by Bassett, 1 by McLaughlin, and then Chris Renacio, the sophomore linebacker. Ball hit him right in the hands, and he reeled it in and headed to the house. So 1:04 left to go here in the 3rd quarter. The Tigers have a commanding 32-0 lead. And second week in a row, Ryan, has kind of played out like this. The defense, not flashy, well, flashy obviously on the last play, but just generally solid, you know.
Yeah.
And the offense taking care of business. They went into Lunenburg last week knowing that they needed to win in order to lock up that #1 playoff spot. It was up for grabs. If they had lost, they would have been probably the 3 seed. They would have only gotten 1 home game. And by winning, they locked up the #1 seed, home playoff advantage, home field advantage for the playoffs.
You know, I was expecting more from Lunenburg. I mean, you know, their backs were against the walls, and I believe that if they lost that game, which they did, that they would not be going to the playoffs.
Right, they were in if they won, and now they're playing in those consolation games we were just talking about. So, and yeah, it was pretty much all Littleton that game. So here we go. Walker with a good kick, driving the ball downfield again, about the 15-yard line. Tigers coming upfield for the coverage. And down outside the 30, just over the 30, about the 31-yard line.
Maybe we'll see some JVs come in.
Yeah, curious to see. I mean, it is a playoff game, but obviously, you know, Bay Path has to start facing the reality of the situation. We'll see if they do decide to sub. I saw a couple of subs just going on the kick return just now. Kickoff team for Tigers. We'll see if they bring anybody else in off the sideline. Bassett's coming to the side. Travis Bassett coming to the sideline.
You know, one question I always have is, you know, what's going to happen to this team when all the seniors leave and everything? You know, what's going to happen with this team? And, you know, I've been hearing that Connor Bassett, Travis's little brother, will take over as quarterback. I mean, could he be the next Alex McLaughlin?
Direct snap to Sherman.
Oh, direct snap to quarterback up the middle. About 5 yards. Yeah, I mean, you know, the program's in pretty good shape. Littleton used to co-op with Westford with a youth program, and that was kind of the feeder program. But the last 4 years, they've had their own in-town program. And, there's a lot of kids playing football in Littleton. The freshman class is a deep class. They played a bunch of football. Some of the kids from the sophomore class are already on the varsity, so that, you know, you would think that they would grow and get stronger and become the leaders that replace the guys that leave. I mean, it's cyclical. It's the nature of high school sports. And I know Coach Lynn has a game plan. He thinks about the JV, the roles those guys play, and how it can help them contribute to future success.
Yep.
All right, 2nd and 4, direct snap to the quarterback again, running hard. And I tell you, Bay Patch is sticking with that original game plan regardless of the game situation.
Looks like that might be the end of the quarter. Timeout is called.
Ned Ruskowski stacking the quarterback up there on the last play of the 3rd quarter. So we will go to the end of the 3rd quarter. The Tigers 32-0.
By the way, commanding is an understatement. You said commanding before. That's an understatement.
All right, so we're going to be at the end of the 4th quarter. They'll measure for the yardage to see if Bay Path comes down with the first down. We'll be right back after these messages.
Do you want to know what's going on in Littleton Community Television? Here's what LCTV used to look like. Now, we shoot in high definition. Wow, look at that color. Remember the days we used to use videotapes? Well, we're all digital now. Instead of doing this, you can do this.
Our HD cameras are all robotic.
Our editing suites have a 27-inch fully loaded iMac with the latest editing software, Final Cut Pro 10. The coolest features are new green screen set. You can go from the newsroom to the sports desk with virtual sets that you create. If you want to get involved with LCTV, call the station at 978-540-24TV. That's 978-540-2488.
LCTV rules. Told you it was cool.
Welcome back to the fourth quarter, folks. Head coach Mike Lynn talking with some of his staff on the sideline. He got his hands behind his back, looking pretty confident.
All right, so
Got a
the start
32-point
here.
lead. His defense is playing well. His offense has been playing very well. So the first playoff game in the history of Alumni Field, and we are off to a good start here. Now just got to finish out, Ryan. Got 11 minutes more to go to put this one in the
Baypath
books.
will have a
Yes,
first down
all
and
the
10
Tigers
from
need to
the
focus on now is
42-yard line.
defense. Baypath got the first down during the break, so now the Tigers need to work on the defense.
Oh, McGregor, again. Boy, the senior is just having a great game. What a great playoff game for David McGregor. He's got well over half a dozen tackles, and the last 3 of those have been for lost yardage. I mean, he's really wreaking havoc.
Well,
Second and 12 with the ball on the Baypath 39-yard line.
well, there's no doubt in my mind that Andy McGregor will get or will not get the hit stick. I think he's going to get the hit stick tonight. He's playing absolutely fantastic.
That's a good pass on the play.
Ball's downfield. Travis Bass is on the coverage. Oh, great catch by the Baypath receiver. Bassett was right where he needed to be. He was going for the pick, and the ball just slid past his hand. And the Baypath receiver, number 12, Nate Rassane, stuck with it. Made a catch all the way down to the Tiger 25-yard line. So there you go, Ryan. We talked about, Baypath really didn't want to come out of that initial game plan of running the ball. And now that's out of a sense of desperation. They finally threw one downfield and made a play.
Maybe that's how Baypath can get their mojo back. Just, with that big pass, and then possibly they can get a touchdown, and they're still in this game. I just don't think they'll be, getting 32 points, and, the clock is still ticking, 9 minutes and 45 seconds.
From the shotgun.
Looks like they can get 32 points.
Power right, cutting back. Good job there by McGregor, and
Ned Guskowski.
Chris Renacio did a nice job of sealing the edge there and forcing that play back upfield. But 5-yard gain, nice cut there, hard run by the quarterback on the direct snap. Ball down to about the 21-yard line.
Chris Bales checks in on defense.
All right, so 2nd and 5. Baypath desperate to get to the end zone and at least try to get the semblance of a comeback going. But they're still not in a hurry to come out of the huddle, Ryan.
And the clock is ticking, too.
Yeah. 2 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Power right, cuts it back. He's going to get a first down. He's going to get inside the 15-yard line down to about the 14-yard line.
I mean, Baypath could be thrown in the towel because, that's not the best coaching. I feel like that Baypath's throwing in the towel. They're not hurrying. They're down 32-0. I mean, this is a playoff game. This is, a pretty big deal. And it's, it's ironic that, Baypath isn't hurrying. But maybe that's just, strategy.
I'm just watching. He called the play twice. He's talking in the huddle, and they are just not. Once they come out of the huddle, they're in a hurry to get to the line of scrimmage. They're not in a hurry to get out of the huddle.
Keeps it.
Nothing fancy here. Just direct snaps to the quarterback. Power right, power left.
Chris Renacio.
Power right, power left, power everywhere.
Yeah. And Ryan Clark with another hit there. Brad Magnuson coming off the bottom of the pile, and that's a short gain. Ball now about the 13-yard line. So 2nd and 8. We need to get inside the 5 for a first down. Yeah, they're bringing the plane from the sideline, and the clock's ticking. We're inside 8 minutes here. And they're going to bring another sub in. No, that's the quarterback coming back with the play. So I don't know, maybe he's just trying to, iron out the kinks and get his team ready to move forward with the rest of the season, but I don't know if he's really trying to win a ball game here. Inside handoff, stacked up. Good job there by McGregor.
John Boland with the carry.
I'll tell you what, though, that
Brad
time Denver
Magnuson on the
Skoski did a nice job, kind of a Vince Wilfork play there of stopping the gap up and forcing the play to the outside and giving McGregor plenty of time to cover the ground and make the hit. So that's as much Groskowski's play as it is McGregor's.
Yeah,
It's
definitely.
a third down.
I really do like the way
Four
that Andy
big back.
McGregor has been playing tonight.
McGregor, a well-rounded individual, great track athlete. He also was awarded a National Merit Scholarship for his score on the PSATs last year.
He also
One
took
of four kids who got that.
He also took a video production class with our boss, Mark Rory.
And another one.
Rolling right, looking for the end zone. Oh, he's got him in the back. Did he catch it? Yeah, touchdown. Got behind Barney there. Nice catch on the back of the end zone. So Bay Path getting out of the run game and making it happen. They had 2 pass completions on that drive. They got him a touchdown.
See what can happen when you pass the ball?
Out of the off the snide with 6:50 left to go here in the fourth quarter. Bay Path cuts the lead to 32-6 with the try to come. They're going to kick it, or at least line up for a kick.
So maybe that's where you decide to maybe go for 2 points. Now it's 32-8, but it looks like they might go for they're just going for 1, yeah.
Ben Paquette with the kick, and he hooks it in there.
And it is good.
So 32-7 with 6:50 left to go here in the fourth quarter, and
6:50 to go in the
right,
fourth.
Brian, I mean, you kind of had them to do it, but they finally came out throwing, and they got a score out of it.
Well, yeah, I mean now, because I just don't think that they're not going to get 30. They're not going to get over 30 points. But now Bay Path can say, well, we tried against Littleton, and we got points on them.
Right.
I mean,
We'll
some points can't. Some teams can't say that.
Right. We'll see if Coach Lynn here adjusts his offense. And a couple times this year when he's been in this kind of situation, a commanding lead, trying to get the clock to run down, he's gone out of the spread back to the double wing formation, trying to grind out some first downs. So let's see if he subs and whether or not he changes his strategy. So he's got one man deep, Travis Bassett, and he's got other guys up because he's anticipating a very likely, strategy would dictate an onside kick attempt.
The ball on the tee. Tigers have
He's got 3 guys deep, Bassett, his brother Connor, and Pete Murphy. But he's got Connor and Murphy up with Brad Magnuson and Renacio, the second line, their hands guys. And nope, he's going to drive it downfield to Bassett. He's going to take it about the 22-yard line.
Careful,
This is dangerous for... Oh, he's still trying to reverse field. Oh, I would love to have seen that.
Yeah.
I would love to see him. He kind of had a wall. If he could have got across the midfield, sort of the midline stripe, and back around the right sideline, it would have been fun. But a little slick out there. We had some rain the last couple of days, and it's a little humid, so some moisture on the grass, and he spun out there trying to make a big play. So 1st and 10 Tigers, 31-yard line, 6:43 and a half. And the Tigers will indeed come out on the wing.
6:43 to go in the game.
See if they can pick up some first downs here and milk the clock. Travis Bassett, super power, cuts up the middle of the field.
Travis Bassett.
Oh, good run there by Bassett. Hold on to the football. Gets over midfield all the way down to the 43-yard line. That's the thing. Like last week, they tried to try. They're going to go double wing, kind of find out some first downs, and Pete Murphy ripped off a 50-yard touchdown run on the second play from scrimmage.
Yeah.
So that doesn't mean they're not willing. They're willing to score. They're happy to score if they can get it. So.
And notice, too, how Littleton's not in the hurry up anymore. They're getting the plays from Coach Lynn on the sideline. It looks like Nick Lombardi was the messenger boy on that. That time it looks like he told it was Nick Lombardi taking the snap.
You can also see McLaughlin looking down at the field judge to get the signal from how much time is left.
Yep.
Inside handoff to Lombardi. Very short game. But they'll look at McLaughlin will look at the field judge, and the field judge drops his hand. He knows he's inside of 10 seconds on the play clock. And then he'll call the cadence, but they're not in a hurry to get the snap off. So we're under 6 minutes left to go in the ball game.
The clock continues to run inside. 6 minutes to go.
And they can get down all the way. They can get all the way down the field. and the time that's remaining, 5 minutes and 35 seconds.
All right. And we'll see if Bay Path decides to try and use their timeouts or anything. Second down play. Counter handoff. Murphy, great cut by Murphy. He's going to pick up a first down. 18-yard line. Nice counter play there. The Tigers have been really efficient with that double wing. They've converted every time out of that on the after the touchdowns, and picked up some good first downs. And they've used everything. They've used the superpower, the counters, the sweeps. I haven't seen the crisscross yet, but nice job by the offensive line. And the backs hitting the right holes.
Yes. The whole offensive line together as one unit can pat themselves on the back. They've played a terrific game.
We're talking about McGregor at center, Bales and Sam Presti at the guards, Ryan Clark at tackle, Mike Ray was at tackle, he's out now.
Inside 5 minutes to
He's been
go.
a very good tackle all year long on the offensive line. Sweep to Bassett, he's got blockers out in front. He's going to cut it back. Oh, a little hesitation move, and he's got about 9 yards there. Need to get down to about the 10-yard line for the first down.
Brought down by number 7, Justin Sherman.
Actually, he's going to be close. You only need to get to about the 11. That's going to be close to a first down. Bring the ref over to take a look at it, and he's going to call a timeout. Nope, he's going to signal first, stop the clock to move the chains. First down for the Tigers, just outside the 10-yard line, ball on about the 11-yard line, with 4.5 minutes to go.
Doesn't seem like Littleton is trying to blow up the clock. They're just probably getting another touchdown.
Head coach Mike Lynn's got a game plan, but he's got the luxury now. Whatever he calls seems like it's gold.
Yeah, now's the time that if you do get a touchdown, then you can start putting in the JVs.
Yeah, absolutely. So here we go, 1st and 10, ball on about the 11-yard line. Just not quite first and goal yet. Staying with a double wing.
Toss to Peter Murphy.
Murph stays on his feet. Oh, great effort by Murph, all the way down towards the goal line.
Looking for
Stepping over a couple of fallen defenders, and Murph's had a great game tonight. He's down inside the 1-yard line. So now it is second down from about the
We can play second down and 2 for the Tigers.
2-yard line. They get to the 1-yard line for a first down, but they are knocking on the goal line. The clock winding to 3.5 minutes.
Yeah, Murph just kept on chugging.
Yeah.
He almost got to the end zone, too.
Yeah. Plenty of time on the clock. The Tigers aren't trying necessarily to run it up or anything, but it's playoff football. They're going to keep playing. And
Elijah Pyro gets
minutes and 10 seconds to go. That'll run the score up to 38 points. The offensive line, they don't care who's carrying the ball. They're going to block for everybody tonight. Like you just said, Ryan, I think he's rephrased it right. They all should give themselves a collective pat on the back, and then the back should go up and give them a pat on the back, too.
And you know what? One thing that I'm really proud to say about this Littleton Tigers, they're going for a kick.
Yeah, Eric Rocker going to go for a kick. Murph put the place. Drives up. Oh, nice move by the freshman.
He hit the bus.
Yeah, kicking with the wind. He hammered it over the fence almost into the baseball field. I think it was good as soon as it came off his toe. So 39-7 with 3 minutes and 10 seconds to go. So Ryan, looks like the football team's in good shape here in their opening playoff game, but the other teams in Littleton have had great falls and are into their playoff season. The Littleton High School golf team finished up their season Monday. They qualified for the first time as a team for the state championship. They were one of 3 teams out of Central Mass, one of 12 teams overall, and they had a nice day of golf out in Great Barrington, Massachusetts, about 2 hours away. The girls field hockey team won in overtime today for their second playoff win. They are now down to the Final 4 in Central Mass District Division 4. In 4 or 3, but nonetheless, semifinals. And the girls soccer team notched their first playoff win today in their playoff run at home.
You just keep on listing more sports teams from Littleton.
They've had 4 league champions so far. The football team hasn't quite closed out the season. Nice kick here by Rocker's having his best game of the year by far as a kicker. It's like the end zone, kicking to the end. He's got a nice breeze going from that direction, and he's taking advantage of it. So 2 kickoffs into the end zone, and a nice extra point attempt there by the freshman.
Yeah, one thing that I was trying to say before I realized that they were kicking is, by the way, folks, they haven't kicked all year, so this is the first time. And here's what I was trying to say, is that they've scored over 36 points every single game they've played this year. I mean, it's just amazing.
There's a timeout on the field.
Right, so we're talking about the football team, even though they haven't finished out their league play, they do have the Thanksgiving game left against Air, but West Boylston they've already defeated, so the worst they could do is finish in a tie, and the way they do it is all ties in league play for first place are league champions. So the worst they're going to finish is co-league champions with West Boylston.
You can't beat that.
Yeah, I like their odds. I think they'll win it outright, like as they did last year. So the football team, league champions. Golf team, 16-0 in the regular season, league champions. Field hockey team, league champions, and the girls soccer team, league champions. So 4 of the teams having a great fall this year for the Littleton Tigers. Great program.
And you know what? The man on your screen right now, Mike Lynn, not only is the football coach, but is the athletic director for Littleton, and he's done a fantastic job getting all these teams back into the playoffs and almost winning championships, adding more banners into the high school gymnasium.
Yeah, he had two playoff games up at the high school today. The girls field hockey team, girls soccer team at home this afternoon. He had to take care of business up there and then get on the bus and come on down here with the football team. So great time of year for Littleton and great time of year for Mike. I'm sure he's enjoying every little bit of it. Not just the football team. I think he takes pride, obviously, in all the teams. And it's been a great fall. And hopefully plenty more to come. So 3 minutes and 10 seconds to go. 39-7 Tigers. Quite a bit of subbing out there. Looks like they basically have the JV.
Parts of it. Parts of the JV squad.
Significant parts of the JV football team out there.
And it's going to be a handoff.
Bounced off to the right side. Connor Bassett in on the hit. And
brought down by Connor Bassett. Elijah Pirate was also checked in on defense.
we also had number 57, Matt Pappas, in on that hit.
So 2 minutes and just about 2 minutes 40 seconds. 39-7. Blowout.
Yep.
As we approach 2.5 to go in the
Solid
game.
win on the first playoff game here for the Tigers. Have to check the paper tomorrow and see who they get. They're going to get the winner of St. Bernard's.
Thanks to be handoff up the middle.
Oh, Joey DeCoste there with a nice hit.
Joey DeCoste makes
Matt
the initial
Pappas with the
contact.
second
Matt
tackle
Pappas
of the
coming in.
drive here.
in the neighborhood.
Sophomore linebacker.
Peter Coaches checking in on defense.
Peter Coaches.
Yeah.
And you know what? I used to have double sevens as well. He's number 77.
Third down and 1.
So I told him first time he wore the jersey, I said, you know what, take care of that jersey. I used to wear that thing last year. And I missed my double sevens, but I got a boathouse jacket, and you can see the double sevens right there.
All right, Connor Bassett coming out, number 34.
Griffin Shoemaker.
Yep, Griffin Shoemaker, free safety.
And that's going to be a handoff.
And out Joey DeCoste with another hit there. Stevie Collins with a good play there, getting some penetration.
Griffin Shoemaker just checks into the game, makes a tackle.
Get to the outside, but good enough for a first down ball just over the 30-yard line. We come under a minute and a half.
West good for a first down. Here's the chance. Bay Path will have a
I'll tell you, what a football game, huh, Mike?
Yep.
It's
On
been
their own 33-yard
an
line.
amazing game. Especially
Minute
the
and a half to go in the game.
first game ever played, or not first game ever played, but first playoff game ever played on Alumni Field.
Yep. And the Tigers, they knew what the format was. They knew what they were capable of. They took care of business in the first 7 games and locked up that number 1 seed. Belly handoff to the fullback and get a few yards
And
up
that's
there.
John Boland with the call.
Pappas in there and Nick Lombardi.
Shoemaker in on
Little
the
we know,
stop
Ryan,
again.
that West Boylston game, the first game of the year, which was a great game and a big win
Colin
for the Tigers.
Magnuson
At the
checking
time,
in
we
on
didn't realize how much implication that
Being
was
about
going to
8
have on the
minutes,
playoff
second down
format.
and 2.
It's a power ranking system. It's not just strictly
We're
wins and
inside,
losses.
1 minute to go.
So if you beat a team, you get 2 points for every game they win throughout the rest of the season. And West Boylston ran the board after that loss. So that gave us the what we needed, and St. Bernard's had a great season too, and we beat them, and that's why even though Blackstone Valley was undefeated, we get the number 1 seed because our power ranking was higher than theirs, because our quality of competition turned out to be higher in terms of the number of wins are the opponents that we were able to get the
Matt
rest of the
Pappas in
season.
on the stop.
So the Tigers really took advantage of the new playoff format, got the number 1 seed, home playoff game, took care of business, and we'll be back here next week too.
Yeah, I cannot wait for that broadcast we'll have next week. It's going to be interesting to see who we
And it
play.
looks like Bay Path We'd like to let the clock run out.
All right, so Bay
So
Path's
the
clock
first
run
playoff
out.
game
All right,
is played
we'll
here
put this one in the
in
books. The
Littleton.
Littleton Tigers with a very solid, convincing
A win for Littleton.
39-7 win. The number 1 seed beats the number 8 seed, and the Tigers will move on to the playoffs. Guaranteed home playoff game next week. My guess is it'll be Friday night at 7 o'clock.
Yep. And cannot wait to see who they play. I'm going to check the papers and check the online scores to see who we're playing next week.
Right, the Worcester Telegram home team site does a great job of tracking all that action. The scores will be up there tonight if they're playing tonight. I believe they are playing tonight. All right, and so obviously we dodged a bullet today. We had some bad weather. We weren't 100% sure we were going to play today, but we also weren't sure that if we did play, we were going to telecast online. We did. So hopefully we'll hope for some nice weather. It doesn't have to be quite as balmy as this, but as long as it's dry, LCTV will be out here again next week. 7 o'clock Friday night for the second round of the Central Mass Division playoffs. I'll see you in a week.
All right, and this is the road to Gillette Stadium.
First step underway, and
First step.
we'll try to keep it going next week.
All right.
All right. Well, thanks everybody, and we'll see you next week.